Hello everybody, my name is Pravus, and welcome to more Kingdoms Reborn. We played this game when it first went into early access a while ago, had a lot of fun with it, and since then, as of about a month ago, the game has received some major updates, including a new era system ranging from the Dark Ages up to the Industrial Era with new research and production chains to go with it, and a World Wonder system to really show off your power. That sounds like a bit of fun, so I thought we'd jump into a new game, see if these updates are an improvement on the game. One thing I'm still disappointed about is the AI players are still kind of dumb and not really challenging, so this game is still mostly a single-player city-building experience, but I'm okay with that if you guys are. I'm not going to mess with many of the settings on this. I don't think we need to. I will be playing on a hard difficulty, not quite brutal, because I think that might be a bit too much for me as far as the extra consumption. It's been a while since I last played, and I don't want to be completely demolished with this. So a low sea level and a wetter territory should be kind of fun. Actually, I'll leave this at medium. I think that's completely fine. Let's generate a new world and see what we have to work with. So this is the world that we have started with, which seems okay. I'm scouting around looking for a really good starting location. As a general rule, you want to be in a location with at least either tulips or cannabis nearby, because those are very good early game luxuries that can make a big difference. And you want to find a river, because you know that things like clay are going to be important at some point in the future. And preferably a little bit further away from some other cities so you don't have to compete too much for all the resources. I do need plenty of wood, so lots of trees and foresting and stuff would be nice. Staying away from jungles and rainforests for disease could be good too. Looking around at this, there's a couple areas that catch my eye. Down over here isn't terrible. If we built over here, we could get access to a river pretty early on. Lots of water means plenty of space for some fishing. And there are tulips immediately available, which we can go ahead and just chop this area out, and we'll be eventually able to expand some farming initiatives there. And it's not too far from some coal and some iron, which will be important, plus some other luxury goods like dyes, cotton, and cocoa all nearby. Plus, if you want to expand up north to find some more cannabis, we could. An alternative might be over here, where there is actually a river kind of immediately available, plus a lot more iron and coal, grapes, gold, and some dyes, all of which is okay. Yeah, both of these locations seem reasonable enough, but I think I'm going to go ahead and choose this one right over here. This forest province doesn't seem too bad. Going to spend a lot of my early game income in order to make this work, but let's give it a shot. Do I want to bring along any extra resources for some initial money? Maybe. Buy some extra tools and stuff, some extra food. I think what we really want is a lot of extra lumber, because I find early game lumber tends to be a little on the irritating side. Let's start with that, and this seems okay. We've unlocked the bridge and the tulip seeds right off the bat. Now we have to place down our town hall. If you have not seen this game before, the way you place down buildings is through a card system. We will periodically be gaining new cards that we can spend the resources to place these down. Early game, it's a big deal. Later on, you get wild cards where I think placing down buildings is pretty much free, and you can do whatever you want. How we want to do this? I think we'll place down probably like over here or something, trying to be somewhat space efficient in this area. I think this would do just fine for us. Leaves plenty of room for placing some housing and stuff, and some storage areas close to where I expect I'll be placing down some fishing initiatives, and maybe in the future a quarry or something like that. This would be okay. Let's go ahead and place that down. And just like that, Pravus Town is born. I don't like that name. We're going to go ahead and change it. I don't even know what to call it, so how about Darbyhillmontishire? Off of our Going Medieval playthrough a while back. That was certainly quite fun. And let's use up the tulip seeds. There we go. Okay, we have a farm. Let's choose our starting cards. What do we want? Well, ultimately, fruit gatherers and foresters are both really good. Gets us some early game food, as well as the ability to replant some trees. Might want a second one of these early on. I'm not too sure. I think for now this will be okay. So let's go ahead and buy those out. Every 150 seconds or so, you get a new roster of cards that you can choose from, and of course you have to spend some gold to buy them, and then you have the cards, but you still have to spend the resources in order to build the structure in the first place. So don't think you're getting a whole bunch of freebies. We need to start chopping down some trees and stuff kind of early on, I think. I don't necessarily need to gather any stone, but getting lots of wood early on is going to be very important, because we need to get some housing set up. We have access to the bridge and the farm thanks to the placement of tulips, but I don't think that's top priority. Right now, housing is going to be top priority. I would like to increase the appeal of these houses, but I don't think we can really do that right now. I need this coastal territory so I can place down things like fishing lodges in the future. So maybe At least a couple of houses like this is okay. What am I going to do with this area? I think we can actually fit a fishing lodge right here. So I can place down one house here. 4 houses will get me what? 16 population, so we actually need 5. Choose a starting card. Wheat seeds. Wheat is really good. If we can get wheat planted down and then access things like the mills and the bakeries, bread is a fantastic resource to have. But we don't have access to brewery, and I don't have access to mills, so wheat won't do me any good early game. Trading posts will unlock very early on. Don't think I need this. Investment just means we get income for every gold we've already kind of stockpiled. So this will greatly increase my income. I think we have to do that. Guidance. Yeah, sure. We'll go ahead and allow guidance. I don't think I'm limited by it. It just kind of helps me have a sense of what to do. So placing this down, once this recalculates, translates into a whopping extra 65 gold. That's a huge boost. And we have access to a biome bonus. I assume this is different based on where we place down our town hall. Forests, jungles, deserts, all a little bit different. Do we want extra 10% farm productivity in forest biomes only, or 30% productivity of charcoal burners? I think we want this, honestly. Charcoal's really, really useful for getting fuel, especially during the first winter. And in my experience, having really good productivity on these to increase how much charcoal you get per wood can make a big difference. So yeah, that seems like a no-brainer. Have to do that. As far as placing down things like fruit gatherers and foresters and stuff, I think what we can do is place down a forester, like let's say right here, followed by a fruit gatherer right up over here nearby. There we go. And the forester will help replant trees, and the fruit gatherer will help gather up some food we can use to keep these guys alive. New quest is to claim some territory. If I claim this, there's a village, and I'm pretty sure that means I get a little boost in population. That's actually potentially worse for me, only because I already don't have the housing to go around. So let's give people a second to actually start catching up. Chop down these trees, build up some homes or something. That'll have to be okay. I remember storage being a little bit of a challenge in this game. Let's make sure that we place down plenty more storage going forward. Everyone seems to be building up their homes. We've almost cleared out all these areas. One fun fact, if you look at the aesthetic of these buildings, it's a little bit lower tech than it was the last series we did on this channel, and that's because we are in the Dark Ages, but as these level up from the Dark Ages, actually we can check a look at this right now, from the Dark Ages up to the Middle Ages, then the Enlightenment, and then the Industrial Era, everything's going to start looking different. The buildings will upgrade. Also, houses are going to look different depending on their levels, which is a pretty cool little system. I do think that's pretty nice. As far as tech, what do we want? How about foreign trade to start off so we can have access to things like the trading posts, and increases how many immigrants we can have added into the city, which is one way to boost up that population. New cards are available. What do I want? A fishing lodge to start? Absolutely. Hunting? Sure. And maybe even an early game charcoal burner. This does spend a lot of money, and the more money we spend, the less income I'm going to have from investment. But that's okay. As we build out these houses, we'll increase our science and our tax income a little bit, so that's fine. There is a priority system in the game. We can encourage people to work in specific areas a bit more readily. For now, what I really want is going to be this fishing area over here. 84, 88, 90? I can't quite get that. 80% efficiency appears to be about as good as it's going to get. We can get 86 right here. This is okay. Yeah, let's place down this right over here. 86% efficiency on the fish is not amazing, but it will have to do. I will place down a couple of storage yards nearby so we can drop off things like the food. And we'll go ahead and place down a dirt road to just kind of, build this out a little bit more so it looks kind of nice. All right, fine. Fair enough. This looks good. Hunting lodges do get stacked up next to fruit gathering pretty nicely. So if you can get these clustered up with fruit, foresters, and hunting all nearby, they all benefit from each other. So I would like to do that. Charcoal would be great. Is this worth getting right now? That is the question. I'm not sure that it really is. Let's go ahead and chop down the rest of these trees over here. Again, need to have plenty of lumber. I need to get another house. We could build one right along over here. I suppose 88% appeal's not amazing, but it will do. So let's place that there. And let's make sure we are expanding the roads out along the same way. Okay? When we place down a charcoal burner, we don't want to place it next to our houses, but we want to keep it close to some wood storage. I might end up placing it somewhere up over here, but if that's the case, let's keep in mind we don't want to get too much closer to people, otherwise they're just going to get upset. Alternatively, the charcoal burner over here is not a bad idea. It is still close to my storage. Maybe this is a good industrial area for me to work with. Yeah, actually, I've changed my mind. I think this would be a better spot to go, but it takes up a lot of lumber that I don't have right now. So is that a top priority? I'm going to go with probably not. We could open up an additional worker slot, which would increase how much food we can gain. I think that's a good idea. Let's go ahead and increase this. Now we can have 3 people working here simultaneously. And I could spend some money to increase the productivity. That's not bad, but what I'm going to do is use my leader skill to boost this up. And that should increase how much we get out of this as well. So now we can get a little bit of food as well as some fish. Hunting lodge we need to build. That means I need to buy out this territory. Let's go ahead and do it. That means we are going to now get a new quest to build up 5 houses. Okay. And somebody wants to join. All right. And the tribe is going to get me a card. Productivity boost. Less productivity, but more happiness. I don't know if I care that much about happiness. Or motivation. Every 1% happiness above 60 gives 1% boost. So presumably this could go up to 40%. That's pretty nice. Even right now, it's better than the productivity book. That may not last, depending on how much happiness goes down, but this is pretty good. I feel like motivation might be the way to go. Let's do that. Okay, tribe people have joined up. That's great. Let's boost up my fish production for now, I suppose. That seems fine, and we have some new cards, but I'm out of cash. Hunting lodge, fishing lodge, blah, blah, blah. I think we'll just wait for the moment. We need money, though. I need a lot more money if this is going to work out well for me. So the hunting lodge we can place, and we should. Let's do that there. We are building out a house, but we don't have nearly enough. I built out 5 now, though, so that's something. We can now upgrade the town hall if I had some money to level 2, which would be great, but I can't at the moment. Let's see, another house right here. Sure, but I'm going to go ahead and split this up so I can place some roads along here just in case I want to be able to walk around a bit more efficiently. Okay. Charcoal burner, man. We'll need it when winter comes. For right now, we're all right. Let's spend some of the laborers to start gathering up some excess stone and lumber and so on. Yeah, gather up some of these trees. I need more wood. Always going to need more. We do have, I think... I can't see, actually. How many... There you go. 9 laborers right now. Those are basically people who don't have a particular job. We also need more houses than even this. Yikes. I guess we can just kind of build a row of houses along here. Save some space in this area. Maybe we can place down like a library or something to boost up my science production. That could be nice. Okay. We can now get another fishing lodge, and I will. Another fruit gatherer would be nice, but I don't need it right now. Let's place down another one of these. 102% efficiency is what I call pretty solid. So we'll place that right along there. Can I get some extra storage along the coast? Answer, absolutely I can. All right, let's go ahead and boost that up, get some storage so we can place some stuff as we gather it. All right. Reasonable enough for now. We need to produce some fish, and yeah, I need a lot more income so I can upgrade this town hall. It's going to be a little while before I've got that. We've spent kind of a lot of our money, which does mean we're getting almost no benefit out of investment right now, but c'est la vie, I suppose. So 28 population to start. We do have access to something here called the Statistics Bureau now. Not sure I need that right now. Charcoal burner, let's go ahead and do that so we can start producing some charcoal. That'll get me much more efficient fuel. Probably going to change out this card and move it over there because using up lumber early on is really, really penalizing. I'm going to pass on all this. I don't think I need any of these right now. Just looking for anything really good. Let's recycle this, and nothing here is really coming out as great. Maybe more fish, but Let's go ahead and boost up some speed here. I don't have the money, but I'm going to go ahead and boost this up too. And can we boost up the fruit gathering? Let's do that too. I just need a lot of food going into winter because it's already autumn. We're going to be running into some serious problems soon if we don't get, you know, plenty of food production. I'll place the Statistics Bureau over here. Why not? It's free. And this does give me some idea as far as what we are producing versus what we are consuming. And the answer is we are consuming way more than I'm actually able to produce right now. Not a good position for me to be in exactly, but it's what we got to work with. Let's go ahead and take out this card and move you over here So right now we're only getting 19% boost in our productivity and efficiency, but 10 lumber is turning into 22 coal. That's kind of important. It's the only way we're going to survive the dang winter. I'm going to go ahead and place some more housing. Let's say I'll build one up over here or so. That should be fine. I want to make sure we're creating some good neighborhoods. Caravan has arrived. We could sell some excess stuff. I don't need leather right now, so we can go ahead and sell that off. Everything else I think I need to keep, though. So we'll sell that, get some extra income. We'll use that for other stuff later. New cards, pass for the moment. Immigration office would be nice, but it does take up an upkeep. I don't want to use mushroom farms. I just don't like them. More fruit gatherers is okay. I don't know. I don't know if I want any of that, honestly. I'm not sure that I need any of it right now. Okay, so how are we doing over here? Still building up another house. We have 2 more population that I'm currently able to deal with. If we have some extra farmers, we could have started growing some tulips to try and upgrade some of these houses. But right now, I'm going to say that's a low priority. Let's go ahead and get the basic tools research figured out, because at some point, I know I'm going to want that. Do I want to buy a trading post? No. Would I like to buy a trading port? Yes. Trading port could be useful. Of course, where I'm going to place it is maybe a different question. Would have been nice to place it over here, but the coastline's still not going to quite work for me. We would have to really get rid of a few things here. What if I placed a port up over this way? Could do this. I guess we would, but I'm going to wait for now because I don't need to spend the lumber or the stone. Using up our coal pretty quickly over here. Let's just keep chopping down some trees, get plenty more lumber to work with. It hurts to deforest the areas horribly because you know you want to have lots of lumber for your fruit gatherers and stuff, but yeah, I think no. Let's get another forester. That's still useful to me. Going to cost me more of my income. And I probably would want to place it like up over here or something to really take full advantage of these areas. But for now, I'm going to hold off. Let's not spend the lumber. Let's not spend the stone. And let's make sure we keep chopping down lots of trees. Yes, I know. We've chopped down quite a bit over in this area, but that's why we have a forester lodge that is trying to plant down some new trees. Could spend some of the stone I'm gathering in order to boost up productivity by a pretty good amount. Yeah, let's spend some stone to go for timber management. We could, I mean, this isn't the right season, but we could spend some wood to try and boost up the fruit gatherer and the hunting lodge both. I'll spend some stone to try and improve my hunting. There are some animals we can hunt, only a couple over here, but we're chopping down so many trees, I'm not sure how useful this will be long term. So I'm not going to invest a ton in these, at least for the moment. Let's just keep chopping down trees like on this area of the map, far away from the fruit gatherers. And actually, can I like cancel some of these orders? I don't know if I can actually cancel an order once it's been made. Let's boost up our hunting as well as both of our fishing lodges to try and make sure we have a bit more food, because right now we're kind of struggling on that front. We are barely producing, not even actually enough quite yet to deal with our current consumption rate. So people might start starving pretty soon, which is obviously a no bueno. But at least we have some coal going around. Could upgrade this, but I don't think that'll be worth it. Spend some money to reduce the wood input? Yes, probably worth. The rest of this, no. Recycle. Another fishing lodge? Maybe. I mean, I definitely need more food. We also just really need to survive this dang winter. Let's go ahead and start chopping down kind of all the trees off in this area. And we'll be expanding out over here soon enough, I think. Can we boost you up again? Let's do that. I'm boosting this one specifically because it has the most jobs. Therefore, the speed boost of 50% gets the most potential benefit. So I think that's well worth it. Completely out of food now. Not a good sign, not a good sign. But we are getting into early spring, which means we should be warming up pretty soon. There we go. Losing some of this. Soon enough, we'll start getting some fruit again. Do we want to get more fish? I think we have to be honest. Let's get more fish. Fruit, I think I'll grab one of these and a hunting lodge so we can double up. Spending all my cash at the moment, but again, c'est la vie. I really want to get a farm going. Badly. The reason I want that is specifically so we can start growing tulips and get some extra happiness boost. I think I might build... How big? How big does it need to be, really? Also, this apparently is part of a different province, hence why I can't grow any there. Right. A small farm right over here could be good. Slightly larger farm over here. Area of 24, area of 24. Let's build a small farm right here, the goal of being to grow some tulips. I don't need a lot of tulips. I just need enough to start getting handed off to some of these houses, upgrade them to level 2 so I get more income and so I get more science. That's the goal right now. Happiness not looking fantastic, but oh well. Still chopping down as much as we can over here. Still have nowhere near enough food. Another fishing lodge. I mean, 120% over here is pretty darn good. So go ahead and build that like so. I think we can build out kind of... Well, let me think. If I want to place some storage down, can do one there. Trying to think how we make this work efficiently. I can always adjust these roads later, I suppose. Alright, let's just go ahead and do that for the moment. Need to get more food. 3 immigrants want to join. I don't have the housing for that, but I'm going to accept anyway. We get a gift from the tribe. Frugality, decreasing upkeep costs, or consume less input, or increase productivity. I'm going to do this. And what this does is allow me to place another card right here, so now it only takes 4 wood to make 21 coal. That greatly increases my wood efficiency and lets me start getting enough heat for people. I like that. Everything else over here, I'm going to go with no. And probably still no, honestly. We can place a trading port over here, I suppose. Not quite, actually. This actually is not what I want. Yeah, demolish some of these. Hang on. I need to rethink this for a second. If I place down a trading port up over here, this would work. Yeah. I think we place the port up over here. But I'm going to temporarily say don't build it, just because I don't think that's the highest priority for people to work on right now. That gives me a slightly better idea of how to actually plan around this. Now we can place down some storage yards. Never mind, it's a terrible spot for storage yards. Fine, whatever. We build them out over here, and that'll work. Okay. So, still get the food going. That's important. But beyond that, yeah, we now need to get things like Foresters' Lodges set up. Let's plan out some roads where we want to go. I think we'll go out kind of like this. So, a Forester on one side. Let's say up over here. Followed by, right over here, a hunting lodge. And a fruit gatherer up here. Not a ton of overlap in some of these areas. It's going to cost me a lot of resources, so of course we do want to start chopping down some more stuff. Employment Bureau lets me manage housing, or sorry, let me manage the employment a little bit more clearly. I guess we'll go ahead and build it right here. I like to have a good, you know, like center of government area where it's easy for me to figure out what I'm trying to do. Let's spend some money to increase the number of people who can work over here, because we are out of food. I need to boost up my fish. And we're starting to get some fruit, not a lot. Yeah, people are getting hungry, and we have some homeless folks. This might become a bit of a problem soon. Can we get another house? Answer, yes. And we have labor count at 0 because every citizen is employed in some way. That's not good because it means that we have nobody able to go around and, like, you know, actually build stuff. We produce 500 fish. We get a new card, Cooperative Fishing. So, gives productivity in a fishing lodge. The happier the population is, the better. Oh, sorry, has to be slotted in a town hall specifically. If we had upgraded this to level 2, we'd get another card slot and I could place this. For now, we have to hold on to it and wait for me to actually get some gold.
Yeah, we've survived our first winter. We're struggling right now because there's not a lot of food to go around, and we need a heck of a lot more. I'm going to try to boost up things like the hunting lodge to encourage people to get more food. But yeah, lots of hungry folks means very soon we might find some people dying off. We do have people working in the fishing lodges, so that's good. They can produce some food per season. We're looking at maybe 56 per season, 60 over here. Yeah, not a good sign. Not a good sign. But tulips exist, and these are being dropped off, I assume, in some houses. Or at least they will be as soon as this is able to be harvested. We have people working in these locations, so let's spend some wood to boost up the hunting lodge and the fruit gatherer to try and boost up how much this stuff is able to get per season. Unfortunately, not a lot in this area, and I do not have the income necessary to start buying out some extra tiles. I thought you used to be able to use food to buy some tiles. Obviously, we don't have enough food to begin with, but I thought that was the case. Maybe not. I'm going to go ahead and start chopping down all the trees over here. One, because wood. Two, if I'm not going to have a fruit gathering over here, we might as well just chop down things like the orange trees and actually get some food out of this. Maybe some coconuts, too. We need a desperate amount of food at the moment. This is all going to be a hard pass, and I can't really do much with this either. I think we're going to have to live with this. This is about as much fish as I'm able to get. Maybe one more fisherman's lodge up over there, but I need money and so on. And yeah, people are starting to die off. Well, they're going to start dying off very soon. Yeah, we're in for a bit of a rough patch here, but if we can come out of this, well, that would be great. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, then I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.